Imagine this. You're eating with your friend yet forget to bring your wallet, so your friends paid for the food and ask you to pay them back later. However, days go by and you forget. Your friends feel awkward reminding you, and when they do, you can't recall the exact amount.
Thankfully, LJ Borrow is here to solve this problem. LJ Borrow is an iOS app that allows users to easily record when money is borrowed or lent. Both the borrower and lender confirm the amount at the time of the transaction and confirm when the money is paid back, ensuring accuracy and providing concrete proof of money being borrowed. The app allows you to track all the money you owe and money people owe you from one homepage, and it even sends you notifications if you haven't paid someone back after a certain amount of time, and allows you to send reminders for others to pay you back.
With LJ Borrow, you can keep your finances organized and your relationships intact. Say goodbye to awkward conversations and hello to hassle-free money management. Thank you.
So now I'll be doing a quick demo of the app. So on the backend, you can see we have a database containing the records and the users, and on the right is the login screen. And here you can actually swipe through to read about the different features of the app. So first, let's try logging in with a user that doesn't exist. So let's just create a random user, let's call it test user, and it'll give an error message saying user not found. So we will have to first register an account by clicking on the text at the bottom. And now we will try registering an account. So when you register an account, there are a few security measures in place. One of them is that you have to input a valid email address, and you also have to enter your password twice, and it will throw an error message if the passwords do not match. And there are also error messages if any inputs are left blank. Also, if you try making an account with a username that already exists, it will say username already taken. So anyway, let's try making this user test user, and it will show us the pop-up saying we successfully registered an account. And we can see also in the database, this user is added to our database. So now if we try logging in as test user, if we use a wrong password, it will say incorrect password. Anyways, for this demonstration, I will log into an account which already exists. So I will log into Ryan's account using his username and password. So on the records page, we can see all the records linked to his account, and on each record we can see the amount, whether it's lent or borrowed, the date, the other user, and the note. At the bottom of the list we can see the inactive records, which are the records which both users have already marked as being paid, and they're colored gray instead of white. And if we scroll up, we can refresh the page. If we go to the profile page, you can see that we're logged in as Ryan and as well as his user ID. So now if we try to create a new record, we can see the create a new record screen. Here we can input the amount of money, and it enforces the input to only allow numerical characters. So if I try inputting a non-numerical character, it won't let me, and it only goes to 2 decimal places. Next, if we try entering the other user's name, it goes to the search for a user screen, and we can type in the users and it will search through the database. And just like the login and register screens, we cannot submit the form until we have filled out all the fields. So let's add a note. Let's just say that this money was used for a taxi ride. So quite an expensive taxi ride, but here we press submit and it will create the record, and if we refresh the home page, you will see the new record created there. Now I will try signing into my account instead with my username and password. So if I refresh the records page, I can see the new record that we just created, and if I press the confirm button, it will confirm the record. Because it's new record, you can see the reminder on the top left, the red circle. If we click on the record, it will remove the reminder and we can see the detailed view of the record. I also want to show you that if we close the app and open it again, it will stay logged in because we use login tokens to keep the user logged in between sessions. And now if we go back to Ryan's account, we can press remind on the record we created earlier. And now switching back to my account, we can see the reminder is there on that record. So if we click it, the reminder goes away like earlier. And we can also mark this as being paid. And if we switch back to Ryan's account and mark it as being paid as well, then the record gets marked as inactive and moves to the bottom of the list. Another thing about reminders is that the app automatically reminds you for any records which are over 1 month old. But anyways, that is the functionality of our app, and we hope you enjoyed.